More flight attendants are sounding the alarm tonight, saying they fear flying from Charlotte to coronavirus hotspots without masks, gloves, or the proper cleaning supplies. Our own Allison Lottis spoke to a flight attendant who got the virus.
And Allison is joining us now live, anchoring from home tonight. Allison, the flight attendant says that American Airlines did not warn colleagues.
That flight attendant agreed to share his story with me, but to protect his job, he didn't want to share his name. He's now recovering from COVID-19, and while thankfully his symptoms were considered very mild, he went out of his way to warn his coworkers. And the president for the Charlotte-based Union of Flight Attendants here tells me that many of them are now worried about getting sick on the job.
We are in a pressurized cabin with recycled air, and that is basically a flying petri dish.
That's the voice of an American Airlines flight attendant who tells me he contracted coronavirus last month.
The one thing that really disturbed me is that the people that I had a contact have never been contacted by, as of right now that I know of, have never been contacted by the airline.
So that flight attendant says he personally contacted each coworker to be proactive out of concern for their safety.
I have no regrets on doing it. The word had to get out to the crew members as soon as possible because I've read up on the virus and what it could do and how powerful it is.
Fewer American Airlines planes are taking off and landing at Charlotte Douglas because of the pandemic. And the Charlotte president of the Flight Attendants Union says they're concerned because routes are now changing without notice.
Cities that are hotspots and flight attendants are trying to avoid them, but they're getting their schedules changed to where they're being forced to overnight in cities like New York and New Orleans. They're being put at hotels, that don't have food. So it's kind of forcing them to go out.
Hazelwood says they're also extremely worried about a shortage of gloves, masks, and cleaning supplies on board and screening passengers nationwide.
Big concern in Charlotte because it's not organized. Ground personnel, no one's really been trained on this.
And the flight attendant, now recovering from coronavirus, tells me he still worries about the risk the next time he flies.
Nobody really knows the characteristics of this virus, and if it can come back and bite me again.
I did reach out to American Airlines and Charlotte Douglas Airport for a comment on the flight attendants' concerns. American told me all of their aircraft have necessary supplies, and the company has travel waivers so sick passengers can change their flights. They also said that they are working with the CDC on whether notifying passengers or crew members is needed. Erica?
Yeah, and airlines, like many other businesses, are taking a major hit, Allison, reducing the number of flights. The flights that do go on, fewer passengers, many seats are empty. Did you learn that if they're trying to cut down on the number of flight attendants as well?
They're trying to save money, so they're offering flight attendants the option for voluntary leave of 3, 6, 9, or 12 months, or early retirement. And speaking with the president of the Charlotte base of the union here, I'm told so far, out of 2,700 based here in the Charlotte area, 324 have signed up for leave, 27 of them for retirement. And the deadline is Monday.